Hello, and thank you for joining me. My name is Shamus Jennings, Technical Support Manager for Carlson Wireless. Today I'm going to give you a quick example of how you can find an IP address for a DHCP device. Currently, what I'm looking for is a RuralConnect Gen 2 base station. The Gen 2 base station is a DHCP only device. As a DHCP client, the only way you're going to be able to connect to the unit is if you can determine what its IP address is, which is assigned by your DHCP server. To find my base station, I'm going to use two programs. One of them is an IP scanning program. There's a number of IP scanning programs out there, so I'm not going to recommend any particular one, but any program that scans IP addresses within any range is likely to be able to help you find your base station. I'm also going to use the Windows command prompt using the ARP command. If you use ARP-A, it's going to tell you the MAC addresses of all the IP addresses that it's had contact with recently. Currently, for me, it's just a couple servers I have on my network, my printer, a router. There's not much here, but I can see the MAC addresses of all of these devices that my computer has been talking to. My IP scanner, by default, is automatically looking at the entire subnet that my computer is running on. So I'm going to go into my preferences here, because one of the things that I want to do is I want to scan port 80. Port 80 is the web port that's used to connect to the GUI of my base station. So I type in 80 there, it's going to scan that port and it's going to show me any systems that have port 80 available. And then I hit start. Once the scan is done, I'm going to have a list of devices that respond to ping commands, as well as a list of devices that do respond on port 80. So I'm going to sort by this ports column here. And what I'm going to see here is all of the devices that have port 80 available. And I can also see their host names. Now the host name is important because the host name of a base station is assigned when it's commissioned at the factory. Here we can see host name CSB01829. That is a RuralConnect Gen 2 base station. It appears that it's the only one that I have on my network. So if I'm looking for my base station, that's the one I'm looking for. This particular program, I can simply click on it and I can choose open via web browser. Once the credentials screen pops up, I put in my name and password to log in, which by default is admin and password for the RuralConnect Gen 2. And there it is. So I've connected to base station 1829. Now I can go through and configure and maintain my system. That is how you find the IP address of a RuralConnect Gen 2 system, as well as any other device that you have on my network. Got my server, a couple of computers, my printer, anything that I need on this network that is available, I have listed here. And from my Windows command prompt, I can run this ARP-A command again, and all of the IP addresses that have been found are now listed there, as well as their MAC addresses. So let's see, the IP address for that base station is 192.168.1.123. I can see that listed here, and you can see the first three octets of the MAC address is 00045F. That is the first three octets of a RuralConnect Gen 2 base station. And if you're using a RuralConnect Gen 3 base station, you'll see that listed as 70B3D5. Those are the first three octets of a RuralConnect Gen 3 base station. So that's how you find your RuralConnect base station. Let me know if you have any questions. You can reach me at support@carlsonwireless.com. Thank you.